So, you guys agree to help Lord Neverember. Cass stays behind. Conversation with him about whatever business he's got, and
Damn, I wish I had something I could keep on him.
No, Brian, did you see my message?
Oh no, sorry. In Discord? Oh.
No, on Roll20.
Oh yeah. What is the range on your drone? Can you click the spell?
Yeah.
I always like it when they put the GMS statistics for this creature.
They're dirty liars.
Let's see. Consideration, you can use the drone sensors in 2 ways. Data display, direct display. Doesn't have a range on it, huh? Concentration up to 1 hour.
Nope.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
To display or to deploy your drone.
Discreetly?
Yeah.
Okay, fingers crossed. Once Roll20 cooperates.
You know, you guys you guys are sort of leaving the Moonstone Mask, and you. It's just you guys. Oh, that's good. 19's good. How do you sort of like what does it look like? What's your drone look like?
Can I try and at least make a slight attempt to disguise it as something not obviously that doesn't belong in this setting?
Yeah, you can for sure. Yeah, I mean it could be like a little. You had time. You had time on your journey. So you could have like prepared yourself, and this could have been one of the ways that you prepared yourself. So you could have made it.
Just as like a small bird.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a little sparrow or something.
We all know that birds are government spies, anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's probably just going to do the data display, since that doesn't take all of her senses. That way, she can walk.
Yeah, I'll probably send you something like after the session about what you hear between them. But yeah, for sure, you deploy your little bird. You guys like pass out of the Moonstone Mask and past the guards, and then once you're past, you kind of pull it out from its hiding place and you activate it, and it flaps its little wings, and then like kind of flies back in and finds a little place on a banister in there somewhere.
Cool.
And I'll send you what you learn in that conversation after the session.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't. Are those spells from like because you have this men spell and this tracker drone? Are you just renaming these, or are they from like?
No, these are what they came up as whenever I made the character.
Oh, nice. So that was just in my compendium. I wonder what that's from. I wonder where these spells. I gotta figure out what book those are coming out of.
From what I can gather when I was making the character, I think most of these are just re-flavored ranger spells.
Oh, I gotcha. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you made the character that you made. I think it's an interesting addition.
Because she has one that says she detects espers or esper powers, but I think that's just detect magic.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I did notice that there's something in there called esper something. So I must have some like sci-fi. I must own some sci-fi 5e type of book. But yeah, that's cool. You guys head through the city out to the Never Death graveyards, and you find this Helix Mausoleum. You find this towering stone mausoleum, a cluster of them near the wall separating the main graveyard from the pauper's graveyard. Halleck's Mausoleum is this squat, unassuming granite block of stone in the shadow of a larger monuments to the west and south. I guess there probably are some statues of the different gods, probably most of them, strewn about through the graveyard Mavathor. And you see the metal double doors of the Halleck's Mausoleum. There's a rusty, broken chain and a padlock that's hanging off the door.
Can I use a divine sense?
Sure.
Might do that.
It's 30 feet, right?
60.
60? Okay. Let's see. From the doors of the... well, here, let me see if I can place you guys inside. I do have a map.
Okay, whatever. Weird.
You having some technical difficulties, Mavathor?
No, it's just computer being weird.
Oh, gotcha.
Ooh.
Nothing serious, but
fancy.
okay.
So this is the outside of the mausoleum here. The doors there are right in front of you.
Would we have taken a short rest?
Yeah, you could have taken a short rest.
Okay, cool.
Somebody asked me something that I forgot already. What was the last question that somebody asked me? Oh, divine sense. Yeah. 60 feet. You do detect the presence of 5 undead creatures within 60 feet of you beyond the doors of the mausoleum.
Okay.
Does it
Well,
does divine sense let you know the type that it is, or
It just says...
just undead, like not the specific type of creature?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you know the type, just not the identity.
Yeah, you detect the presence of 5 undead nearby.
Well, it seems like we have some guest waiting for us.
Oh, what kind of guess? Like,
Not very
guest?
nice guest.
oh,
I'm sensing some undead.
oh, I can deal with those. I'm actually good with dealing with those.
Undead, my favorite.
Well, I suppose we had to get our hands dirty. They wouldn't have assigned this job to us if it wasn't something their lily guards could complete.
That's
Yeah,
very true.
I guess. How are we gonna get through a locked door? With a chain?
Well, the metal double doors there in front of you, the rusty chain is broken. There's like a padlock hanging off of it. So they don't appear actually to be locked. You know, the chain has already been busted.
Can you enter first? I would feel safer if I went in behind you.
Fine. Yeah, he'll before he enters, he'll press his ear up against the door to see if he can't hear any specifics.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
You might hear the low sort of shuffling of footfalls on stone.
Before we go in, I'm gonna cast Bless on everyone.
Do you have your dog with you?
Yeah.
Always, I guess, huh?
Fangs is always with me.
I will make you a Fangs, and maybe I will make you a drone as well.
Awesome.
Before next time, I totally spaced on it. I gotta write it. Let me write it. Where'd my pen?
Lilith, you have a really cute dog.
Drone.
Thank you.
Can I pet it?
It's questionable. But
Aw.
things be nice. And then she kind of growls as you like go to reach her. Like, thanks, be nice. And then she lets you pet
I really want to pet it. It's really cute, but I don't want my hand to be bitten off.
her.
It already happened once. Well-
She's all duck and no bite. I mean,
okay.
unless you attack me, then she will bite, but...
Well, I don't think I would attack you. You seem like a nice person.
Try to be.
Well, I mean, that's all any of us can do, really.
Lepus, is it?
Yeah, but most people call me Lep.
Right. I'll make you a deal. You help us get through this fight with minimal attempting to be friendly with them. And I will try to talk to Fangs afterward
Oh,
for you.
oh, that's a really good deal. Okay. Given Lep's sort of severed connection with the Sealy Court, he is still the child of a very powerful hag. Is he still able to make those kind of contracts, or has he sort of lost that power? Or
I mean, I think to a certain extent, the deals that Lep's always made are kind of... maybe you've always overestimated a little bit the permanency of them, you know?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
definitely has.
in Lep's mind, yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
Okay. Like write down on a piece of paper. I would say it like slightly glows this weird like green shade, and it's more or less exactly what Mercy said. And he pulls it out to her. Okay. I already signed it. I just need you to sign it.
She'll just look at the paper and then look at you.
I mean, you're used to paperwork, you know, Mercy. Deals.
Lilith's gonna look over at Mavithor and be like, oh, you're right, he is kind of weird.
Yeah, I know. I had to put up him while we were going through Avernus.
Oh my god, I'm
She
so
just take
sorry
a quick
for
look
you.
over it and make sure that he didn't put anything suspicious in the fine print.
Yeah, you
It
can
is
make
exactly as you wrote it.
you can make an insight check still if you want to.
Okay.
It is exactly as they worded it.
Okay. I think Mercy's probably used to being able to be taken at her word in most places, but she doesn't know these people and they don't know her. So after a moment, she will sign it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Sure.
Don't be family. Okay.
I think that's the shortest time between presentation to signature that you've gotten one of these things.
Yeah. It's always a lot of debate.
Yeah.
Mercy's then going to lean over and whisper to Lilith, how long do you think he'll be able to stick to that?
Not very long.
Oh, Avatar, takes just one step back from the door and he says, it sounds like there's something walking around in there, so it might be zombies or it might be vampire spawns.
I'm very familiar with both.
Or
we
something
just-
else.
Open the door.
Undead aren't really my specialty, but I suppose we can just head on in.
It's fine by me. Let's
Alright.
get this over with.
Avatar will
Okay.
push open the door.
These rusty-looking doors, they open like noiselessly. The interior of the crypt here that you step into is dusty, and there are numerous tracks about leading to the descending staircase there. You see these like 6 stone coffins, 3 on each side, leaning up against the walls, and there are stone slabs engraved with names, birth years, and deaths on each coffin. The members of the Hallex family died 40 years ago after Mount Hotenu erupted.
Would Lilith know if these coffins look like they're being used by Spawn?
They're actually sort of open a little bit, and they're empty except for the scraps of cloth and bits of bone.
Alright, so she can pretty much has a clue.
And as you guys step down into this first little chamber, your divine sense is showing that the undead entities are growing closer to you now. Down the steps, Mavithor, you can still hear the shuffling of footsteps. And you can see like the lower legs of some things moving around down the stairs.
Oh, Mavithor.
I'll shoot a glance at Lep, almost like telling him to shut up.
No, you gotta watch this. It's gonna be really cool.
Well,
just trust me. Trust me.
rub his temple a little bit and say, "Go ahead."
And he's gonna cast Dawn, in front of him. So I would say probably at like the bottom of the stairs.
25 radiant damage.
Does Lilith get caught in this?
What's the radius?
30
foot. So 60 feet across.
Probably. Oh, at the bottom of the stairs or in the center of the room?
In center of the room, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So something
Yeah.
like that.
You just barely miss it, Lilith. There's a
thank God.
burst of dawn light down at the bottom of the stairs. Creatures below are illuminated. There are these 5 ghastly-looking figures who all hiss as the light explodes, and they take the radiant damage, and then you guys roll initiative.
And I do have dark vision. I don't know if that affects any settings on my token.
You should have... Yeah, you should have... You see your token here, right? On the map?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should have
okay.
the dynamic lighting. You see it moves as you move around.
Gotcha. I am not used to anyone having that.
Yeah. So yeah, you should be able to see you out 60 feet.
Mavithor and Lep, you can add 5 to your initiative.
I think actually like yeah, why don't you guys roll initiative, and I'll just do 1 initiative for the creatures because this is going to be over pretty quick.
23 and
23 is your high. Okay, that's
Yes.
the one it picked up. Mercy, you're up then. Down at the bottom of the steps, you see this like explosion of daylight. You hear the hissing of some undead creature. You're familiar with the sound, I think, being one of your favorite enemies, correct?
they are.
Mercy, yeah, go ahead. You sense the dead nearby.
First, she's just going to look at Lepus and just little warning next time.
I thought it'd be cool.
Gotta give her time to put her shades on, you know?
Sensitive eyes.
Oh.
But as she's saying this and moving past him, she's just drawing her swords and.
Yeah. Now, these creatures have not acted yet in turn order, so now your first blood will do its extra damage.
Yes. And that is what she is going to use. There we go.
So 28 is going to hit.
Yes. And that does an extra 2d8, I think.
I think it's 3d6, right? Maybe
I'm waiting for Roll20 to cooperate and open it for me.
Yeah, extra 3d6 piercing damage to creatures that have not yet gone.
Yep. 3d6.
You head down the stairs. You see these 5 ghastly-looking creatures, now illuminated by the bright light of Lep's spell. You drive your dagger into one of them. They're all bloodied, but none of them are dead yet, even after that first strike.
Huh. Okay. Thought I had something else I was looking for, but I'll find it in between turns. She's just going to take her second swing with the sword.
Your second attack, as your eyes are still adjusting to the bright, immediate light, misses.
And I think that's her turn.
Right. Do you have any special, do you have advantage against your favored foes? I haven't. It's been a while since I knew how favored foe
That's what I was
worked.
looking, because the way they phrased these for what it pulled up for this class was a little weird.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's like new characters and stuff, and we started at high levels, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought
takes
I
a little
had
time to get
another
used to.
ability that would add.
Yeah, used to
Stuff, but yeah, go ahead. I'll just read through things in between while everyone else is going.
All right, go ahead, Lepus.
Okay. Lepus does that, and his spectral wings, they look a little bit different now. They're like these still very colorful wings, but they're much more I guess made of fire, kind of angelic in a way. They're cooler. And he flies down next to Mercy and says, "Okay, Mercy, I'm not gonna be friendly." And he's gonna use Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. So, if there is any magical darkness, which there probably isn't, but also any hostile creatures needs to make Constitution saving throw. And they take 2d10 plus 13 radiant damage.
Roll it.
Okay.
2d10 plus 13. Okay, yeah.
23.
23. As you head down and you channel divinity, you use your Radiance of the Dawn. Another flash of bright light that explodes out from you, sort of turning everything just white. Anyone looking down at Lep now is staring into the sun, and these 5 creatures just evaporate into little piles of dust.
That's the little cleric.
I did something cool.
She should turn to him and just kind of nod, like, much better.
Thank you. I've never gotten a comment before about my combat skills.
Maybe you should use them more and talk less.
I think that is a very good idea.
Well, that's no fun.
You guys descend the stone stairs and to this sort of large subterranean chamber with more stone coffins sitting up on these sturdy shelves. Part of the west wall has kind of collapsed, creating an opening into another chamber. And you guys eviscerate these 5 pale warriors. So there are more coffins in that room you just passed through. The lids of those ones are all still closed.
Well, alright, man. Best not to disturb them.
As you make your way into this larger chamber, there's sort of like roots protruding down through the cracks in the ceiling. You see a stone stairway in the southeastern corner has sort of collapsed, that pile of rubble below you there. And some of the nearby walls have crumbled as well. There are 3 doors in the northern wall that are all shut, and the middle door bears a newer padlock. To the west of you, the stairs lead up to a small balcony that overlooks this room from 5 feet above, and above that door there is a painted eye.
Lilith is intrigued by the painted eye and goes up the stairs. Is this door locked?
I don't believe so.
Okay, Lilith's gonna go through it.
Right, Lilith, you pass through that door. There's another little set of stairs that heads down. You seem to have found a small room that appears to be like a crossroads between different parts of the graveyard. These steep stairs descend down and then up again on the west side. And there are 4 bells of different sizes that hang from leather cords affixed to the ceiling between the 2 sets of stairs. Lepus, are you interested in that door up there?
Yeah.
That one doesn't have a padlock or anything. Something you do notice, Lilith, when you pass through that door, like the doors at the entrance, they open just silently. They don't make a sound when you pass through them.
Well, that is unsettling.
Same with the door that you are about to pass through, Lepus. It just opens silently on its hinges, and you find like a small room with a metal grate on the floor. It's like a 10-foot square. Beneath the grate is like a shallow pit, and you can see something down in it, a golden harp and a handful of loose papers and a piece of bloody cloth.
It's a harp. You know, Mercy, I've always wanted to play music. And Lep is gonna try and open up this grate.
The grate seems securely fashioned to the floor, but the spaces within the grate are wide enough to reach through.
Oh.
The pit seems to be only about 3 feet deep. So you can reach the harp, you can reach the papers.
Yeah, he just reaches and brings all of it up.
As you reach through, you put some pressure on the grate, and like a blade. You feel like a blade cut your arm. You take 14 slashing damage. Make a con save as well.
Ow. 18.
You don't take any poison damage. But, the blade like slices your forearm. Sort of surprises you. Then retracts to it wherever it came out from, and you feel your hand on the harp. You kind of pull it up. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize this place had traps. That's not nice.
These places tend to be owned by the rich. They always place traps.
You manage to sort of carefully tilt the harp through the side of the grate and pull it up. Do you want to collect the papers and the bit of cloth as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get it all pulled up. After a few moments after you pull the last of the papers and the bit of bloody cloth up, you hear like a clicking sound, probably like the trap resetting itself.
Yeah, Lup just sits down, crisscross applesauce, and just inspects these papers and the harp.
Yeah, you rifle through the papers. You find like a detail of plans to kidnap a Neverwinter aristocrat named Indrina Lamson. The notes include like a drawn-out map of her estate, schedules of her movements, and suggestions that she knows an important secret about Lord Neverember. There's like a scrawl in the margin of the notes that claims her secret will make a worthy sacrifice. And the harp is a fancy gold harp worth 2,500 gold.
Ooh. Yeah, Lup sort of holds out all the papers to Mercy. I think this woman was like kind of bad. She knew a secret about the guy who wanted us to do this. And I think she's a sacrifice.
Does that make her bad, or the person who has a secret bad?
I don't know. Those kind of questions hurt my brain.
That's fair.
She'll just open her mouth to say something, then just close it and kind of nod along and tuck the papers in her coat.
Mavathor, you're interested in the door over there?
Mm-hmm.
The other one without the padlock? Same thing, that door opens like smooth and silently. The room beyond has like rows of stone shelves, boxes and bags, a few crates stacked against the walls. There are like supplies, lantern oil, chains, manacles. You see a couple of potions labeled healing use only.
Okay, yeah, I'll step in and examine the potions.
Yeah, you can make like a perception investigation check, maybe nature check, medicine check.
Let's go with medicine.
Yeah, whatever's in these two vials labeled healing use only is definitely not healing potions. You believe it's probably some kind of poison.
Yeah, I'll pick them up and hand them to Lilith and say, "Don't drink these."
The crates and such, have like chains and manacles. You find some like torture devices, sharp blades, prongs, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll rifle through and say, "This is some unusual stuff to find in a crypt. This is something more apt you'd find in a cult."
Yeah, it does not surprise me. The undead are full of secrets.
He'll dust himself off before stepping back outside.
There was
Does
what, one
anybody
more
know
door?
how to pick locks?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. Hang on. So I have something that does a lot of fun things. I'm trying to see if that's one of them.
Oh, fun things are fun.
Yes. Fun. No, I don't think it does.
Hmm. Well, we
Um,
can also just beat the shit out of this lock.
I have a crowbar.
That might
Crowbar. You
work.
could try the crowbar with an athletics check. I think the crowbar
Okay.
will give you advantage on it.
Woo. 14.
You.
Oh wait, can I use bless on that?
Because it's an attack.
Or is it too late?
Bless is attack rolls and saving throws, isn't it? Is it
Ah,
ability
yeah.
checks? Is it ability checks as
No.
well? Okay.
That's guidance, but I can
Okay,
just slap
never mind.
guidance on Mercy.
Guidance could get you there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or?
Yeah. 4 does. You give it this final push, and the lock snaps off.
There, now it is an open door.
Good job. And left like
Wonderful. Shall we go in?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're getting paid to do.
That's true.
Oh, a house would be nice.
Oh, that one's probably locked, huh?
Yeah, it's still not.
Yeah.
I did
There.
not get injured in the last fight. I will go first. Unless anyone objects.
I think that's a good idea. I can go in behind you.
You, as you step in, Mercy, there's this, short hallway about 20 feet long, and at the end of it, you see, an old crypt that holds a single open coffin containing a few tattered blankets. You do spot a poof of wild black hair sprouting from one end of these blankets. And you can hear the sound of, a soft snoring.
She's gonna turn around and just put a finger to her lips while giving Lepus a very pointed look.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
And she'd like to stealth up to it.
Yeah, sure. You can make a stealth check.
If it has to do with one of my favorite enemies, I get advantage too.
This is a humanoid.
Fair enough.
Didn't really need it.
Nope.
Yeah, you stealth up.
Sorry, I am typing notes.
No worries. You stealth up to the pile of blankets bundled up in the coffin. Yeah, it just seems like whatever's bundled up in these blankets is currently dozed off, having a little nap. Just their hair is sort of spilling out of the one end of the pile of blankets.
Can she tell where roughly the head is?
Yeah, it's on the front, the top end of the coffin on this side, on the western side of it.
Okay. She wants to cover their mouth to prevent a scream, and then very roughly wake them, just by yanking them out of the crypt.
You muffle their scream as you jostle them out of the blankets. You pull out this dark-skinned woman with long braided hair. She's wearing sort of some dirty, what were probably once some fine-looking, sort of sorcerer-ish, wizardly-looking robes, and she's kind of dirty and looks a little beat up. And you muffle her scream, and she's quite startled as you roughly pull her out of their blankets. And she just like looks at you with this terrified look in her eyes. She remains.
Answer my questions. I will not harm you. Deal?
You feel her sort of nod.
Okay. Mercy is going to slowly remove the hand that was covering her mouth, but not let go of her.
I told you everything. I have nothing left in me.
Who are you?
You know who I am. My name is Sorcel.
She'll just kind of tilt her head. One of the kidnap victims.
You should know.
Do not confuse me with those who did this to you.
You're certainly treating me the same.
Speaking of who did this to you,
She looks back at the rest of you. She says, how do I know that you're not with them and this is just another tactic?
She's just going to look over. Lepis, you can be friendly to this one.
There's nothing else I can tell you.
Oh. Hi, I'm Lep. Do you want a cup of tea? It's really good.
Mercy's just gonna let her go and step back.
Says,
It has like cold and ice, and it's also kind of hot.
I lost my appetite a couple days ago, but I am quite parched. She says, I don't think I should drink anything you offer me.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's probably true. Are you okay? I can heal you.
She says, fine. If you're really not with the other ones that did this to me, why don't you just let me leave?
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's an entrance out that way. There's some like undead bodies, but we killed them.
yeah, I mean, as long as you can just tell us who did this to you, that's a...
Yeah, we kind of need the names.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we need to know who we're fighting.
Yeah, we were bought by that Lord guy.
Yeah. Told us to come here looking for you and some other kidnapped victims, and honestly, any information is great as to why, less so about what you actually know.
She says, people that brought me here, they seem obsessed with secrets. That's all they talk about is secrets. They question me endlessly about the outer planes, and they didn't use names for each other. They call themselves by strange titles.
Like sir, miss, ma'am.
Let be quiet.
Okay.
The teeth. They say they're the teeth of Vecna.
Oh, that's not good.
Never we know that
Vecna.
guy.
Yeah.
One of them who's likes to boss some of the others around. They call themselves the Memories of Vecna. She
Would
says,
Mercy know anything about Vecna?
you can make a history check, I guess.
Nope,
11.
probably not.
I think
My
only
father had told me stories about Vecna. This is not good.
We met him.
Yeah. We had a little brush with him while we were in Avernus, and needless to say, he grabbed what I assumed to be an artifact off of an individual known as Archon the Cruel.
What kind of
Yeah, this is his cloak.
artifact?
Well, it was a rotting hand.
Would Lilith know that Vecna lost his hand and eye? From the stories that Strahd had told her?
yeah, Lilith would probably know, like, more of the legend of Vecna, I would think. Sure.
Okay. That is not good.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's not unreasonable to assume that by reclaiming that hand of his, he's regained a large amount of his power. I mean,
That was his hand? I thought that was just a dead corpse hand.
Oh no, it was
Well-
very powerful.
Oh.
If it
Why
was
didn't we stop
Vecna's
him?
hand, it was very powerful.
understandably, we couldn't stop him at the time. And, I don't think we can stop him now.
Wait, are we all gonna die? Oh no.
Sarcelle, she says, well, seeing as you're going to let me go, I can tell you this. The only thing that I can really think of as I've been wasting away in here is that they must have thought, since I've traveled to other planes of existence, that I must know, I don't know, secrets of the universe, secrets of the plane, secrets of the multiverse, whatever you want to call it. But I was unable to give them whatever answer that they were looking for. They just drained me and tortured me, regardless of whatever answers I spoke to them, but nothing seemed to satisfy their queries.
So you don't know anything about what they're looking for?
She says, well, make an insight check, Lilith.
Okay. Ooh, my insight is not good.
She says,
She's been sheltered, okay.
she says, during a recent excursion to one of the outer planes, I had a mishap. I have lost my connection to my powers. During this mishap, I had a vision, I don't know, a glimpse of some dreadful future. I saw the desiccated figure of a man levitating off the ground, gathering evil energy to himself in glowing wisps. He screamed, and the energy exploded. It caused something terrible to happen. This vision that I had it terrified me. And I haven't been able to produce magic ever since. This is why I was unable to defend myself when they came for me in the night.
Well, this isn't good. Okay.
She says,
Yeah.
you are right about that. The legends of the Lich Vecna are whispered throughout the multiverse. If these people who are down here kidnapping folks are truly in cahoots with the Lord Vecna, it is not good. Yes. Although Vecna has not been seen for some time.
Well, apparently he's been spotted recently.
Well, yeah, I missed that bit. Sorry, my ears were still ringing from this woman jostling me from my slumber.
It's all good. It's all good. She was kinda harsh.
Mercy just doesn't look apologetic at all.
She says, I know there are a couple of others. I don't know if they're alive or dead. I haven't seen anyone else yet, but one of my friends, Eldon, he was brought down here as well. But last I saw, they brought him into the torture chambers, and he has not emerged since.
Where are the torture chambers at?
She says, every time they moved me, I've been blindfolded, but I've passed by, some chamber a few times that they always stopped and rang a series of bells. That's all I really know about this place.
Well, luckily for you, that gives us a lot of good insight as to where it is.
It does.
She does say also that amongst the people that came to abduct her were a couple of Balgura demons.
Looks like Vecna's taking anyone's help these days.
Oh, I'm kind of sick of
Great.
demons.
He'll look at Lep and he says, "How do you think I feel?"
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He'll look back and say, "Do you happen to remember the sequence of bells? The noise they made?"
She says, I could try. She says, do you mind? And she points down at the harp you're holding, Lep.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
She kind of like really gingerly plucks a few strings to kind of find the notes, and she plucks a few tones. She says, sounded sort of like this. She does it a few times, very lightly. Plays the tone in the order she thought she would always heard the bells ring, the same order.
Ooh.
Mercy can remember this.
Yeah, well, and say thank you. You've been very helpful. And he'll like stand off to the side so she can leave.
One more
good.
thing.
Yeah, sure.
No, she's talking to Sarcelle. And she's going to pull those papers out of her jacket and show them. This says that you were taken because of secrets about Lord Neverember. If you leave here right now, are you going to be in more danger out there?
The notes, they're not about her. I think they're about,
Was it about...
Andrina?
different name, yeah. One of the four that she doesn't know.
Then never mind.
Lep is gonna say, do you want the harp? Or can I have it? If you want it, it's cool.
It doesn't belong to me.
Ooh, I'll take it. Well, we can make a trade, and he holds out a cup of tea.
She takes it from you, and she gives it a little sip, and she says, "I think a fair trade. The gift you've given me is my life. I fear likely I didn't have much time left here, so for that I do thank you." And perhaps if my power returns to me and you're ever in need of transportation to an outer plane, I might be able to help you.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go over something real quick here. This adventure has like a currency built in, its own sort of separate story currency of secrets, and you guys essentially just sort of earned one of those secrets. Maybe just mark down Sarcel's secret. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to use this currency yet. I don't think I'm going to use it in the way that the module suggests, but I'm gonna have to like kind of think about it a little bit longer. But just mark down somewhere that you have Sarcel's secret about the vision she told to you guys.
Got it.
Okay.
And she says, yes, thank you again. I don't know if I could have endured another round in the torture chamber.
Of course.
Yeah, no problem.
And she sort of slips past you. This way? That way?
Yeah, he'll point out to over here.
She gives you like one final little wave as she rounds the corner. You hear a little gasp as she passes by the little piles of bright dust.
Bye.
Okay.
I think I'm feeling a little wiped out. That might be a good place to end this week a little early, actually. If we go farther, it'll we'll really be getting into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a good place to end this week, just a little bit early.
Sure.
Yeah. So you guys you released one of these captives, and you learned the tones of the bells. Perhaps that'll help you moving forward when we come back together next week, when I will feel more rested because my holiday schedule is finally over.
Ooh. I hope you guys have a fun time.
Yeah, enjoy your holidays. Independence, hooray! And I will catch you guys next week. That was fun.
Here.
See you guys.
See him.
I'll message
Bye.
you. I'll message you something about what your drone learns there, Wolf.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
See you guys.